A lot of people ask, what can somebody learn in 2 weeks about doing business in a different country? We are delivering leaders who make a difference in the world. Business is more and more global every day. Our students need to know and understand the complexities and intricacies of working in different markets and working in environments in which they are unfamiliar and uncomfortable. Building the skills and self-awareness to know what they don't know and how to find it out is what we're trying to do.
For me, there's nothing better than being on the ground to really understanding a market. Business and culture are one. You really need to understand the culture and talk to the people to understand what's going to work and what's not going to work.
Field 2, whets your appetite, kind of lets you dip your toes in the water, but IFC really lets you dig deep into getting to know a country, and there's only so many of these kinds of opportunities you have in your life.
For an IFC, students can actually choose, I want to focus on this geography, or I want to focus on this type of industry or this type of learning objective. And then once they're actually within the program, can customize their projects to an extent that they were not able to do in field.
IFC is positioned at the right timing. It happens at the pivotal moment when they're thinking about the future and they're thinking, what kind of a future do I want to create?
The IFC timeline is to start off in the fall on campus and help people get up to speed with the region where they're going to go, with the sectors they're going to work in, with the kind of things they should experience. Then in January, we go in-country, and it's pretty intense because people are working to try and figure out the industry, figure out the location, and synthesize all the work. And the ability to work with a team and turn that into recommendations that are useful for people is really powerful learning.
Being told or proven wrong early and often, it's one of those humbling experiences where it really breaks down those walls and says, like, you know what, I really am going to learn a lot in this experience, and I can't be afraid to be wrong.
You have to go out there, you have to meet the clients, meet the customers. I try to leverage this experience to try to push myself to do these things that I'm not comfortable doing. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
I think that IFCs really offer a unique opportunity to expose our students to the thoughts of leaders in businesses in country. It gives students a much broader perspective on how business is done, and it also highlights the contrast between how things are done in different parts of the world.
I mean, it's one thing to read a case, read about a protagonist, and try to imagine, what they're thinking. But when you're talking to someone who's in the process of doing something, I think it's more powerful because you have access to the mind of your partner.
We were interacting with the board, the CEO, the COO, the CFO, and their entire teams on a daily basis for 10 days. For them, it was a really important question that they're facing that they were comfortable giving to us, which really is a huge opportunity for us.
I think the students come out of this experience being richer human beings and more compassionate and respectful of one another and all the people they will be meeting in the course of their lives.
We're groomed to be leaders who make a difference in the world. And that was all theoretical to me, honestly, until I actually went to Japan. I took away that leadership was not just about financial incentives, it was about making an impact in society and how you could do that without necessarily sacrificing actually financial comfort.
I came to HBS in part to answer lots of unanswered questions that I have about what I want to do in the future, and the IFC was actually really an important piece of that because I got to be exposed to some of the things that I hope to be doing in the future, and it was a real tactical way to leave the classroom and really experience those industries.
The group of people that were on this IFC was one thing that I'll never forget, and I wish I could have class with them for the rest of the semester because it really actually felt like a family. I've never been part of any group, I don't think, in my life, let alone at HBS, where 40 people were bonded by our common interest. It was definitely the hallmark of my HBS experience.
Even if none of the particular topics are aligned with what you think you want to do career-wise, go for it. It's an amazing opportunity to just feed your intellectual curiosity, get turned on by a new subject, and really invest in yourself. I imagine you'll take so much away from the experience that you don't expect.
This was single-handedly the best decision I made at HBS. You get to go have an experience in a country that you're unfamiliar with. You're not going to experience it after HBS, not the type of activities that we got to do. So take advantage of it. Go see a brand new place, make yourself vulnerable, and come away having lessons that you've learned that will last a lifetime.